Hello, it is One Clear. I am back, and for this video, I will be going over some Vespers Host builds, the brand new dungeon that will be out here very, very soon. And I will be going over the guns, team comp, and subclasses for all three characters. So, like with the one I did for Warlord's Ruin last year, we will be starting on Hunter, and I will be going in as a hunter, most likely. And I have mainly three builds that I'll be doing on my hunter. First one here, we got, ignore that, Shadow Shot Deadfall. Very, very good. Good for crowd control and for debuffing bosses by 30%, the strongest debuff in the game, along with Tractor Cannon. We got, for my stats, triple hundreds, 100 mobility, 100 rezo, 100 strength. And I mainly got the 100 Rezel because best stat in the game, free DR, 100 mobility, and the 100 strength. On this is mainly for the infinite invis because I'm running Omni for that second smoke bomb. So I'll pretty much be able to chain invis for as long as I want and just stay alive because invis is very, very good. And now for my second build, what I will be doing is a Solar Hunter. We got Golden Gun Marksman, Solace, Wonder, Mercy, Torches, Empyrean. These are the important three, honestly. Solace, Torches, Empyrean. Aspects here. Healing Nade, obviously. We will mainly be using Torches and Empyrean to extend our Radiant and Restoration for as long as we want, just as long as there is adds to do so with. And I will mainly be using either my Zallies, which I don't have on my Hunter, Zally's Sunshot, or this Martyr's Retribution to extend that. It'll be very, very good. And obviously the Golden Gun too, just really, really good burst damage with Nighthawk. I'll mainly be doing swaps between Cowl and Nighthawk. Very, very strong. Along with Still Hunt, obviously, while being on Solar, Still Hunt is still very, very strong, even after its nerf that I got like last month, I think. Still very, very good. And for my third build that I will be doing here, if I can find it, there we go. I will mainly be doing a hot swap between this build right here, Prismatic Hunter, still on Golden Gun, with a combination blow. That is the main thing. And the main reason why I'm not running Stylish on this, I know might be kind of a throw to some people, is because I do have Assassin's Cowl on my cloak here. As you can see, I got a Cowl and Synthos. Now with this, it will mainly just be dealing very, very big chunks of damage to the more chunkier ads, I guess. The ones that have like a lot more health, like Knights, for example, stuff like that. And the Duskfield Nade, just good for crowd control and getting my Darkness side up for my Transcendence. Very, very, very good. If you were on Prismatic Hunter, and if you don't want to run Golden Gun, you could always do Deadfall right here, Tether. But I would honestly just do Golden Gun for that, because you could just have someone on like Tractor. If like a damage phase is long enough, like the Ogre and Warlord's Ruin, for example, just have someone on Tractor if you want that debuff. And then right before damage, I'll be hot swapping to this, still Prismatic, still Golden Gun, Nighthawk. And yeah, those are the three main builds I will be doing for my Hunter. And I will also be doing for the weapons as well that I do have on my Hunter. If you do have it, if we have like a close-up boss that we're able to sword, I would highly recommend doing an Ergo Sum, if possible. Just make sure it's got Woolpack rounds, and then you power that up with a Falling Guillotine. Mine does have Frenzy and Bait and Switch, but if you do have Falling Guillotine that has Surrounded on it, and if you can proc Surrounded, during a DPS phase, you can certainly use that because surrounded, what I think enhanced surrounded, I want to say it's like a 47, I think it's like 47, 48% damage buff, while bait and switch is 30%. So if you can do it, but bait and switch, it's just very, very easy to proc, and it's still a very, very good damage buff, along with frenzy being a 15% damage buff. So having 45% right there. But yeah, very, very good. That is Hunter, along with the weapons I do have on my Hunter, with what I will be bringing in. All right, let's switch over to Titan. Titan is going to be very, very, very simple to go over. Titan, I'll probably just have 3 builds as well. I'll probably just do 3 builds for each class here. So Titan, with my guns here, I will be bringing in the Call. As you can see, I love this gun. It's probably still my favorite rocket pistol. Ignition code, blinding grenade, slide shot. This has been a staple ever since it came out like 3 years ago. Very, very good. Wither Horde as well. As you can see by my kills, love this gun. Very, very good. It is the most versatile exotic in the whole game, I would argue. Very, very good. It's got amazing total ammo damage. Very, very good ammo economy. Good for boss DPS if you want to extend your total damage with a boss. If you're like low on heavy, just very, very good. Also as well, Izzy. Very, very good sniper too. Very good for burst damage. I will also be bringing that in. This is also a staple gun. This has been meta for the past like 5 years since it's been out. Very, very solid. Right here, Zallies, as you can see, love this gun. Got 35,000 kills on it. Love the Zallies. Good for solar mainly, extending your Resto and your Radiant on solar subclasses with Empyrean. Very, very good. Dedekindness also will be bringing it. It's very, very good still, even though I do prefer the Call and a Baron action. Nullify, I'll probably bring it in as well. Heal Clip, Incan, very, very solid. Sunshot, honestly, same reason as Zallies. It's just an exotic version. Very, very good. Still for extending your Resto and your Radiant. And for Barons, I will also be bringing in for Barons. Also been a stable for the past like 2 years since it's been out. Very, 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 a very good gun. Now, for this Tractor, obviously, definitely be bringing in Tractor. Ignore this Hothead here. Don't do that. Don't bring in Hothead. Xeno, I will be bringing in Xeno. And Dragon's Breath, we'll be bringing in Dragon's Breath. Very, very solid. And obviously Edge Transit, it's been a staple too since it got reprised back with Into the Light. And obviously into your Edge Sword for your transitions. And I guess if you want to Parasite, if we have like a boss that has like I doubt it for like a dungeon, but if we do have a boss that's like Atrax, and you have that like the split second damage, you can definitely do Parasite. But that is completely up to you. Now, for my Titan itself, got 3 main builds here. First one, Solar, Bonk Hammer, still really, really good even after all the nerfs. Very solid. Torches, Wonder, Solace, Searing. If you really wanted to, I'm just doing this for the stat increase. If you want, you can take off Wonder and put on Empyrean, but I don't think Empyrean is really needed on Solar Titan just because of your sunspots. You have pretty much next to infinite restoration. Very, very self-explanatory build. Second build that we got here, I'll honestly just swap like this. Still staying on Synthos. Prismatic, Twilight Arsenal. Very, very solid super, especially since it got buffed as well. And obviously, very, very generic build that we got here, but it's like the only good build on Prismatic Titan. You got your the Frenzy Blade for your 3 melee charges, Pulse Grenade, Consecration, Knockout. The only good build, really, that you can use on Prismatic Titan. Fragments right there. And for the final build for Titan, this is, yeah, I think this is the right one. Yeah, it is. Very, very balanced aspect. Banner of War. This is the main reason why you will be playing Strand Titan. If we have like another close-up boss that you can like sword or something, you will want to use Banner of War. Still a very, very good aspect. Might be the best aspect in the game, honestly. Very, very good. Blade Fury. Very, very good super as well. Obviously, we got These fragments, especially Threat of Warding, even though they get nerfed, it's still really, really good having 5 seconds of free Wolf of Mail on an orb pickup. Got Worm Gods, but it's completely up to you. Honestly, for day one, you probably just want to use Synthos for more consistency, but completely up to you. I think that covers Titan. We'll go over to Warlock. And Warlock is going to be also pretty simple. Mainly only got two choices here. Two meta choices, I guess. First one, Prismatic, obviously, Transcendence. Song of Flame. Got these abilities here. There we go. Fragment Still. And obviously, the Getaway Artist, very, very good with this build. The Devour spam is crazy with this. Being able to stay alive. You got Bleak Watcher, get Bleak Watchers all over the field. Very, very strong build. And then for the guns on my Warlock, I think what I have in my kinetic slot, I probably won't be bringing in any of these guns really. Maybe except for Scatter Signal. Scatter Signal, bring in if you can. If you got it crafted, bring it in. Outbreak. If we really have, since on contest now, since they did confirm that we will be having like a enrage for bosses, Outbreak is going to be worth it for the primary DPS, best primary DPS in the game. For the secondary weapons here, probably a Baron Action. I'll be bringing a Baron Action. Definitely bringing Choir of One. Even after the reserve nerf, it'll be getting it, so it'd be really, really good. Choir of One. And Div. Div is always going to be very good. Very, very nice. Just make sure to pair that up with a Cenotaph Mask, if I got that on, which I do. Yeah, pair Div with a Cenotaph. Get that free heavy. Then on here, probably, I think I would be bringing in that I have on my Warlock. If you are doing rockets, Galahorn, do G-Horn, Apex, Recon, Bait and Switch. Whisper, you can bring in. Just make sure to bring a Div with it. Whisper is very, very solid. And the same thing with Acarius. Acarius is like the same deal with Swords. It's honestly personal preference. We have a close-up boss. It's mainly either going to be Swords or Acarius. I think that goes over the weapons that I got on my Warlock. And then for the other build, this is going to be a very, very generic build here, but Solar Warlock, Well of Radiance, the Dive, Burst Glide, Sunrayer Snap, Solar Grenade, Heat Rises, Touch of Flame. Mainly the two important ones on here are Torches and Empyrean. You eat your grenade to get Heat Rises, you Phoenix Dive, then right after you Phoenix Dive, try and get a snap kill, proc your Sun Bracers, throw grenades, and you are pretty much God mode with your resto times 2. And you just keep spamming Sun Bracers over and over and over and over, and you just kill everything. And obviously for DPS, even though Well of Radiance got nerfed pretty hard with the final shape patch, it's still like meta as hell. It's still very, very good. That will be your main like stable block, I guess, is your Well of Radiance to stay alive during DPS. You will want a Well of Radiance. And I guess if you really wanted to, on Warlock, I think those are really like the only two main builds that are worth it. If you really wanted, on Prismatic, you could swap out the Song of Flame for a Nova Bomb if you have the exotic class item that has Star Eaters on it, but I do not, sadly. So if you do have that, you can still play Prismatic with Star Eaters. But I think that goes over everything in what I will be using. Just make sure to always run 100 Rezo. Don't forget your damage resist mods, and your Surge is very, very important. And your Siphon mods. Don't forget your Siphon mods. Trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything here. But I think that's everything covered. If I find anything else, or when the new season comes out, like, let's see, 9 days, 21 hours from now, if we get any new like meta exotics, I'll probably make like an update video to this. But for now, I think that covers it. I will also be making videos on the new dungeon and uploading each encounter as my team beats it. And yeah, I appreciate any of you that are watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.